The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20. But not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Yellow! Under blue ladies!
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. It didn't happen on that play.
Now Mahomes' throw complete to his tight end, Kelsey. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Yellow! Watch the slip! Watch the slip! Hey, yellow, go. Mark 54! Mark 54! We got to get the ball. Do you get the ball right here? Let's go! 54, Mark. 57, let's go! 54, Mark 54.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Mahomes to the former Rams, Sammy Watkins for the Kansas City first.
Yellow. Let's go out, 80. Hey, 43. You don't want to know. It's color.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Mahomes to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. He is going to find Hill here. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 39.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. Mahomes now on first down. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
I think what we just saw there with that fumble return is the increased emphasis on taking the ball away from another team. And no one wants to just fall on in football anymore, do they? They want to take it and try and score themselves.
But when you fall 1 yard short of getting in the end zone as a former defender, you know it hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
Not only does it hurt, the laughter in film is going to be intense. You are going to get jumped on for not making it all the way to the end zone.
And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Y'all playing it wrong. Hey, Ken. Fresno. Slam. 36.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
This is third and goal. This Chiefs defense, they're giving it all they got.
Come on, D. Check. Hey, switch gears.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes completes it to Hardman. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Mahomes will bring him up first and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Mahomes now to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center.
Yellow. Mike 4.
from the gun. Mahomes over the middle. He's got Watkins. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Here we go.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
My 40, my 40. Not here. Hey,
On first down, Mahomes. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he checks this one down to Williams. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively rallying to the ball after the nice move.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Mahomes complete to his tight end. It's Kelsey. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Wide right. Wide right. 40 them up. 40 them up. Hey, I'm coming on. 15. Back. 15.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Anthony Barr in on the tackle. They go play action. Now Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. They run again on first down. Cook. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Check. Listen. He's checking. 6'6", bullet high.
Play fake. Cousins. Under a heavy rush. rush, and down he goes. The sack comes from Anthony Hitchens.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Yeah, let's go sack lunch.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Going deep for Diggs. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now Mahomes, complete, the tight end Kelsey. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. Mahomes looks to throw on third down. He's got his man. That's Hardman. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
He's got his man on the comebacker. That's Watkins. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
They're running it. Let's go.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. As we mentioned, here's older brother Dustin Colquitt to punt this one away. Marcus Sherrill's back deep for Minnesota. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. 9 seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Blue down. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Check the hot read.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. Cook with a first down and much more. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards points here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Bailey got the extra point. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen, 70 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs off.